got married, but she at least likes it. And this is my own personal review. I'm mentioning that apparently I could review our okay, Mr. Nazi Hitler. Anyways, who have been considering or thinking about playing it or buying it or against it, I'm going to point out the facts. Also, I am not a fanboy, although I do appreciate and I kind of like the gameplay. When I say appreciate, I will mention why I appreciate it. And two, I'm going to be cussing like all under the age of like, I would say 13. Then yeah, your parents should just definitely be watching what you watch on YouTube. Anywho, let's get off into the game itself. The game itself, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're playing the free version, not the one you buy, the basically the free to play. First off, it is going to give you such an annoying amount of headaches right off the bat, because this game is still in early access. But yet there are so many millions of players playing it every day. First off, you don't release a big game this popular at early access, and at this point the game feels like a huge fucking money grab. It's worse than the whole CSGO scam thing that was going on years ago. I mean, I'll explain. If you're getting... It's been early in the morning, I'm sorry if it sounds a bit on, but it is. It's just the fact that this game is right now really popular with the free-to-play players because it is mainly PvP focused. There is no PvE released with the free-to-play. I don't understand how you do that. This game is more multiplayer focused than Rainbow Six Siege and For Honor, and both those games are annoying with the amount of glitches and cheaters and everything in there. But I mean, you're paying $30 for PvE, which hardly anyone plays, and then the PvP is free. Big game companies like, for example, Rockstar, Ubisoft, and other companies don't really do that. Release a really good game. It's still in beta. Now I know, supposedly, don't heart me on this, don't rag me on this, but I believe someone told me, a friend of mine, said that PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds or PUBG is also in the same state. But, that's something completely different because it's only on Xbox and it's not on cross-platforming, which, that is a good thing when you can play across different platforms with your friends. My friend who told me that PUBG is going through the same thing, early access, told me that he played with his brother on Fortnite, who was on PC while he was on Xbox, PS4. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Early morning indigestion. But apart from that, what else does Fortnite have? It does have a nice community. Somewhat. There's a lot of assholes on here, especially asshole teenagers, and people are starting to make like a fuck ton of YouTube videos on it, make millions of dollars. Yeah, okay. So what? I don't find that to be amusing or whatsoever. Okay, fine. But it does have a bit of a fun setting, okay? Like, you're running around in these different areas. At least I don't know about the PvE. I haven't had a chance to look at that fully because I'm not going to pay $60 yet. But, you're trying to survive and stuff like that, okay? As far as, like, the challenges, though, the multiplayer stuff without paying, it's kind of bullshit. For example, if I back out of multiplayer, if I can, I can't. Weird. Pardon me in that endeavor. But, first let's go back to the game itself. When you pay the certain amount of money for when you pay for the certain amount of money for the, you know, like the Founders Edition or the Deluxe Founders Edition, it says you get these heroes, you get these items, you get these weapons, all this stuff, all these traps and stuff. First off, it does not specify, when you look at it, that the weapons and heroes you get, basically the skins, are for PvE only. I was not aware of that. I was about to dump like the maximum one was like 120, about almost $200 to get all this cool stuff. Like, yeah, I get to be a white ninja. I get this cool looking gun. No, that stuff is for PvE. I don't even know if I could back out now. I'm gonna show you. I mean, here I am. PvE. Here you go. Learn more. Let's go to the deluxe one, okay? Fornite is Save the World campaign. Okay, Deluxe Founders Pack includes access to Save the World PvE campaign, Rare Starter Hero Pack, 8 heroes, Rare Starter Weapon Pack, includes 4 weapons, 1 trap, Founder's Pistol, 10 day, all that shit. That is only for PvE. I mean, yeah, it says to play that in PvE, but a lot of people are like, oh, if I buy this, I can take it over to play PvP. No! I've had people say that to me before, like, oh, I'm gonna get this and go get all these cool guns and stuff to take with me. No, that does not work like that. And the other thing is, though, the Battle Pass, okay? So, okay, like I said, the challenges, you get the Tier 1 Free Pass challenges, Tier 2, and you get all these, okay? But, at the same time, this is where the whole money grab situation comes into play. Because if you look at this, you pay for the Battle Pass, and you get all this, each level, all this. But here I am in the silver, and every, like, I don't know how many things I get. I think that's like every 3 or 4, I don't know. But let's say I want to buy the Battle Pass, right? 950 with V-Bucks. I have 600 because I bought the starter pack, as you can tell by the skin. Or 2,800 was 4,700. Battle Bundle, you get Battle Pass plus 25 tiers. Okay? Now this is where the whole money grab shit comes in, because this is complete garbage. Garbage children. I don't care. And I can't wait to see the comments. Oh, you're just knocking on it because you're not good, or you're just a hater. No, let me show you why. So I have the standard one, right? $100, because that's another thing I'll bring up. I got 600. Alright, like I said, 950 to get the Season 3 Battle Pass. Okay? And every so often in the season, what do you call it? The free one, you get 100 V-Bucks, okay? There's 100. Not times 100 times V-Bucks. Just 100 extra V-Bucks. So that's 700. Okay? And then, what is it? 34. I get another 100 V-Bucks. That is 800 V-Bucks. Alright? Let's see what happens as I move on. 54. 54, I get an A+, and then and people like me who don't pay for that shit, get jack shit. Nothing past 54. There's no V-Bucks every so often like with the Battle Pass owners. There's nothing. It's a money grab, and not to mention that the Battle Pass does jack shit for giving you advantage over the players. My friend who has it, he is at he's right here at 90, and he said there's really no difference besides a XP boost. like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, there is really no difference between a battle pass or anything. All it is just more cosmetic shit. It just is purely a money grab. And then what do you get at the end? You get John Wick, the Reaper. Vengeance for Hire, part of the hired gun set. So fucking what? I don't even like John Wick. There are plenty other people, oh my god, there are plenty other people they could have added for Skin 100. There are so many John Wicks, they're just called Wicks now. I call them earwicks. You know, not sure if a lot of people get the joke. Like, you know the little bug called earwigs that you basically stomp on because they're nasty and they go in your ears and all that stuff. There's really creepy crawlies. They're annoying because every time you see a John Wick character, you're like, oh shit. And he and I were calculating the days on how it would just take with, alone with the battle pass to get to John Wick, and you literally have to grind your life away. I mean, I don't even know how many hours I've played. Profile. Let's see, stats last recorded 6 days ago. Matches played 4. I don't even know where the fuck my overall stuff is. No. I mean, account level 10, and I only know how to play this myself. I played. Anyways, I mean, it just takes so much time to get to level 100, and to get John Wick. Really? John Wick. John Wick, in my opinion, is a waste of a skin. I mean, they should at least give you a selection. I mean, they do eventually, supposedly, but John Wick, really, he's not cool, okay? I'm sorry out there, you fanboys. He's not cool. He's literally, he is a assassin or hitman. Basically, here's a combination, in my opinion. I've watched at least the first one halfway through, and I gave up because he reminds me so much of like Agent 47 with the hitman skills and sleekness in the suit, but he looks like a combination of Hitman and Max Payne with a dark, you know, grisly attitude. He's not cool. I'm sorry, but if you fanboys out there hate him, you like him, I'm sorry, I just don't. It seems like a waste. Not to mention to grind yourself away just to get to rank 100, and then get a battle pass tier 100 challenges. Okay, whatever. But now let's go over to the item shop. Item shop is basically featured items that you pay real money to get, or battle pass and some shit. You get the Dark Vanguard, the Orbital Space Glider, which isn't even like a jetpack, it's just a glider. Like, you literally just glide with it. Then here's another thing. Pay 900 V-Bucks to get the battle pass tier 10. Really. The Circuit Breaker, which is another outfit. Goblin Drop Glider, Tactical Spade. And you get this emote. I do like it. It looks kind of cool. It actually, my wife, she said it's actually reminiscent of the one from, I'm not sure if you know it, this is a show called Monster High. It's called the Ghoulia Dance. If you actually watched the Monster High series she did when she was younger. This is called the Ghoulia Dance. At least it looks like it, in my opinion. I've never actually seen an emote that looks like that, but I believe this one is the best one to buy right now because it basically explains like how multi-gated and last. Seriously thinking about buying that because there's no way I can get 800 V-Bucks. Yeah, I could, but it'd be worth it to do that. But going back to the game itself, if you see okay, I know this is going to sound a bit sexist or chauvinistic, but in my case, and a lot of other cases with my friends, we don't like to play opposite genders. My wife, she doesn't like to play as a male because she's a girl. My other friends and I, including myself, don't like to play as girls because, you know, we're males, we have cocks, of course. Anyways, it's just, the game itself is completely, like, odd because if you choose no outfit, it's like selected randomly, at random. There is no generating, you can't choose your genders, preference, it's all generated. That has annoyed so many people, including myself and my other male friends, even my wife when she played this. She played 3 games and she got a male each time while I got a female. That shit is annoying. It is so fucking annoying with that shit because what kind of game does that? Now with PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, they got that right in a sense because you can actually find your clothing, and I believe, I actually looked more into this, don't quote me on this, but this is what my friend said. They said that you could pick your gender, which is nice, but your clothing you could find in the battlefield. Okay, that is awesome. I like that feature. With this game, especially looking at you, talking to you, the developers, fix your shit with this, allow us to at least select our generic gender skin, because this is the only reason why I dropped $6 into this fucking game, is to get a male character, okay, rogue agent. I mean, even if you choose the blue team leader, you are always a girl. That's the free one with PlayStation Plus. So yeah, I chose that one. But for our challenges, you know, free ones are basically kind of okay. Land in different locations, play matches, reach level 25, win a match hard, land in different main locations, okay. Outlive opponents, 1,000, okay. Almost done with those. Oy vey. But, you know, you get all these weeks. Yeah. And different battle passes. But that's about as far as I could tell you as far as like that. You know, like getting before you get into the game. Now let's talk about the game itself. Okay. Like I said, I'm considering dropping $60 in there, but not for multiplayer, as we talked about that, but just to see how PvE is. I played mostly PvP. Here is my take and experience on PvP. First off, like I said, the only way to get, I'm going to say this right now, PvE is what you need to pay for before you even attempt to be good or succeed at PvP. Because, one, you spawn in and all these guns are lying around. Yeah, like wood, stuff like that, materials, you can practice building. But wait! If you pick up any guns and you're new to this game, they'll say, oh, there's a Scar H here. Like, why that? Why not an AK? But I'm not complaining that far. It's a legendary. Yeah, I got a legendary, man. I can't wait to take it on the battlefield. You go in there. Wait, where's my fucking gun? How come this guy killed me so easily? No. That's bad because you can pick up all these guns to fuck around with, but you can't take them with you. That is right. You see all these cool guns. People are shooting them for no fucking reason because you have to find them later on. I know. It's so stupid. Like, why are you leaving guns around and on this cool shit, but yet we can pick them and shoot them, but we can't take them with us? That just like gets your hopes up. Honestly, it's stupid. And you leave the material. And the second part is why you should probably play PvE first and pour money into this fucking money grab goddamn machine, is the fact that when you expect to get in there, you're like, oh cool, I'm gonna try PvP. Maybe there's gonna be like a little tutorial like normal games about how this shit works. Like I'm gonna maybe I need wood to build this stuff. You know how it's gonna explain how building works. You were dead wrong, my friend, because there is no fucking tutorial outside PvE. that will explain to you how building works. I've just now started to work on building. Oh, that's wonderful. Nice. Yeah, so you're walking around basically blind, not knowing stuff. Not to mention that they don't explain to you what the pickaxe is for. You could watch YouTube videos on other channels. I don't give a shit how many people actually view mine. I mean, I kind of do to get this warning out for new players, people to think about it, but this game is okay. I'll explain to you why I like it in a second. In a bit. But, like I said, no tutorial how to build, leaving weapons around that look cool and like, oh man, I can't wait to take this, but you can't use them. The most annoying thing, I think, in this game is two things. One, there's a couple things. One is you and your friend are spawning in, or you and your friends, you can tell there's the 4 players, you could call in. You guys are going to spawn in, hey guys, we'll get in there, let's formulate a plan, right? No. The amount of time you spend between loading into an actual, you know, kind of hub game, like hub, and then spawning into the fucking bus that's floating in like a blimp for some reason, is too quick. You could spawn in so quickly, it's not even funny. You're like, even by yourself, you're like, oh hey, I'm gonna walk around real quick, kind of get my bearings, see what I'm up against. Nope. As soon as you like set your boots on the fucking ground in the hub, you're immediately got 10 seconds of spawning. That is too fucking insane. It's too quick. It's way too fast to do such a thing. You know, it's like, why? Why am I spawning in? So it really annoys this game for me, as far as the last sort of complaining and whining all the fanboys and fangirls will say. And a lot of people do hate about this, is the fact that people like build these gigantic forts at the end, or in places that are so impossible to get up to. Yeah, I get it, you can build up on mountains and stuff, but Jesus Christ, the building mechanic for people who just know how to spam that shit is insane. Honestly, I just don't understand how they could build so fast. It's like goddamn the Lego games, like Jesus Christ. It's like that episode of fucking Family Guy where Peter was fighting Amish and he kept blowing up that goddamn barn, and next thing you know they like rebuild it. Seriously, at one point you're like Peter, where he just, after he shoots it down with a fucking LMG, chucks a grenade in it, they rebuild it both times, like fuck it, let's just fight fist to fist. Like, really? But that's enough of the negative. Now let's go on to what I do like the game. Apart from me having a bit of a goddamn masochistic side, if you don't know what the hell that means, don't ask your mother. But I do like the gameplay. I do like the game because of a couple reasons. One, the gameplay is a very sort of like, you know, you kind of hunker down, you kind of think about where you're going, take your time, sort of shit like that. And the graphics on the hand, way too cartoony. This game could actually be like a kids cartoon on like Disney Channel. You know, Disney Kids talking about the power of friendship and then putting a bullet in someone's head. Hey Johnny, what's up today? Oh, I'm gonna go over there and blow up that house. But why? That's being mean. I don't give a shit. You know? I mean, I do like the fact that you could like take down stuff, like destroy it and use your pickaxe, although they don't even tell you what that's for. There's no tutorial in PvP. But it does have some nice features. There's a lot. It's a really big map for as small as it looks, which is nice. And I do like the way at times when it's just you and your friend and you're both hunkered down trying to be quiet, just got that adrenaline rush. That's mainly the reason I like a game like this where it's a survival and you've got the adrenaline rush. I don't like, however, we already talked about that. Over on the negative. No, How would I rate this game? Honestly, for all the negatives there is, you know, having to pay for PvE, it's still in early access, all basically being a money grab and shit. I mean, even the pros I like, I would still give this game, I would say a 6. A 6 out of 10, okay? It has great potential, they just need to fix a few things, although supposedly, spoiler alert to people who haven't heard, they are going to destroy, I think it's Tinseltown? Or Trinity Towers, that big place. They're going to put a gigantic media there because, and my friend stated this, so many people start killing people there that it just, they're like, it seems stupid. You know, like and not to mention, that's where a lot of people go to scavenge. Okay, I do like that feature. I do love that, the fact that you can pick up dead people's body. I mean, dead people's, you know, items off their bodies, you know. That stuff's kind of cool. I do like that. I mean, it's kind of nice. Because you feel like a scavenger, you know. I mean, that's why I like this outfit. Like, I'm like a scavenger. And the other thing, you know, I do not like about this game is the fact that it basically makes you focus hard on rushing. Okay, I don't like that for the fact that there's really no time to think smart, like no taking your time. Honestly, I'm gonna bump it up to a 7 only because the storm, as they call it. Ooh, the storm. When it's moving in on you, when you're in PvP, I'm not sure about PvE, I like it because it reminds me of an old animated show back in early 2000s called Code Lyoko. That gigantic blue wall just closing in behind you just reminds me so much of that. Just takes me back to my early teens. But like I said, 7 out of 10. Okay, 6 or 7 depending on how you view it. I mean, the pros, the cons. I mean, the money grab shit. I mean, the battle pass, it does need to be fixed. Like, give us some sort of advantage over other than XP boost and cosmetics. Also, like, make the battle pass, free pass, you know, the silver star, more worthwhile. I mean, because, like I said, you ought get 100 plus goddamn stuff. Will be. The other thing is, though, oh my god, don't be an asshole and do this. This looks so stupid. No person, I mean, unless you're flexible, hell, can actually kick like that. Jesus Christ, look at that. You look so stupid. I can... Anyways, enough complaining about this shit, because I know I'm gonna get haters all up my ass. But, like I said, it is a very decent game. It needs some fixing. Other thing is, though, they do need to have a different report button, or at least do something about the people who, like, build up these gigantic stuff. And enough with, like, the spawn thing. At least give us a couple minutes, like, warn us. Give us, like, at least 2 minutes to get ready, honestly. But that is it. This is my review, and I hope this at least persuades some of you to wait at least a bit, or basically, I don't know if you buy it or not. Buy or let lie. I personally would buy, but I wouldn't buy into the season pass stuff unless necessary, or buy into the PvE. But that is all for now. I thank you for your time, and if you did like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, and another thing, if you really want to play a survival game that isn't so cartoony but has a bit more of a higher stakes, I'm not sure if the game is still up and running as far as Ubisoft goes, but a really polished version of a survival of the same title that honestly makes Fortnite look like a kid's game, which it is, would be, if you really want a really high intense survival game, go for the Division's Survival. I know that game is about like a couple years old, but its survival mode is far better than this game by far. Huge. It is increasingly, it's really suspenseful. You gotta watch your back at PvP, and it is just so intense. You're infected, you gotta find clothes, you gotta find shelter, you gotta find warmth, you gotta watch for PvE as far as AI, and you gotta watch, in PvP you gotta watch for players and AI. Not to mention they have a really hard boss that's part of your goal. I think it's called the Hunter, and I mean, it's definitely worth trying to. I am, I believe, the King of Games 26, and I thank you for your time, and I will see you soon. Son of a bitch.